Hi, how are you today? So in this video I'm going to be doing a review of Alwazah tea, and this is black tea with saffron flavor. Now I've had Alwazah tea in the past. I think it's quite popular in the Middle East. I've tried their regular orange pico in the past and it was very good, very flavorful, very good quality. But I have never had this tea, and more specifically I've never had saffron tea. I saw this on the shelf and it just kind of called out to me. I thought, wow, that looks really, really different and really unique. So I immediately felt like I wanted to give this a try. What does this taste like? I have no idea. I mean, I've had things in the past with saffron in them. I think I've had various desserts and baked goods with saffron, but I really don't know if I recall exactly what saffron tastes like. But anyway, it sounds very intriguing, very different, so I'm quite anxious to give this a try. So I'll brew up a cup and let you know what I think. Okay, so I let this cup of tea brew for about 5 minutes. It has a very unique smell. Really, I can't compare it to any other tea I've ever had. It's just a very, very distinct smell. I'm super curious. I feel like I'm going to either love this or not like it at all. And maybe I shouldn't base that just upon the smell, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now. I think it's going to be one of those love it or hate it kinds of teas. So I'll try this tea and let you know what I think. Okay, that is very, very different. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had anything quite like this. Very unique, I'll give it that. If you're someone who's looking for something a little bit unusual or a little bit off the beaten path, give this tea a try because it's definitely different. Do I like it? I think I'll have to taste it a few more times before I give my final verdict. So, it's not bad. It's just very, very unusual. And I think, again, it's one of those teas that I think will really polarize people. I think people will either love it or not like it at all. Me? It's okay. I'll probably enjoy the rest of this box, but I don't think I like it enough to buy another box in the future. It's good, it's different, it's unique, but really not my cup of tea, pardon the pun. It has a nice floral taste, so if you're into floral teas, give it a try. I've mentioned before that floral teas are one of those things that people either really love or really hate, as I said. And this definitely has a sort of floral taste. I did put some sugar in this, and for me personally, I think it needs sugar. To make it a bit more palatable. But again, overall, you know, it's okay. It's not bad. It's just very, very unusual. So if you have a grocery in your city that sells Middle Eastern products, they probably have this tea, this Alwazah saffron tea. I actually found this tea at my local Walmart, of all places. They have a grocery section, and one of the aisles is dedicated to international foods, and there's a section of foods from the Middle East, and that's where I found it. Very affordable. I think it was maybe $4. So if this sounds like your thing, definitely give it a try. As I said, I'm someone who loves to try different and new things. It's definitely different, and I really can't compare it to anything that I've had in the past. But overall, I would say it's a wholesome tea. It's a satisfying tea, but it's, again, one of those teas you're either going to love this or you're going to hate it. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this tea a 6 out of 10. Again, not really one that I would buy in the future, but I'm glad that I gave it a try. So that's my review of Alwazah tea, black tea with saffron. Yeah, again, if this sounds like something that you would enjoy and you stumble across it, give it a try. Again, I didn't pay a lot for this tea, so it's not really a huge loss for me. Again, I love trying new and unusual teas that I discover in my travels, and I'm glad I saw this one. Again, I would say I don't dislike it, but I don't love it either. And again, I probably wouldn't buy this tea again.